The dreaded foam blob. This is the B-pillar trim Blobs. There's literally just two little plastic retainer pins. They're in this bag here. There's 4 of them because I removed 2. And I literally just used a pair of vice grips and pulled real hard, one tug, and they popped out. And then this trim just comes right off. It does expose the airbags behind it, so probably don't touch anything back there and put them back when you're done. So that's what it looks like with the B-pillar trim removed. You can see, I'm pretty sure that's an airbag. Probably don't want to mess with that. It's sort of like an explosive device. Anyway, so I am gonna simply make a little space at the top of the B-pillar and possibly cut off this side so it's nice and flush, and then I'm going to wrap the outer part of the blob with some fabric so it doesn't look like hell, because right now it's foam, and that's about it. This is the left side piece. Has these weird things sticking out in the back that I can't honestly figure out why. The rest of the shape makes sense given the space. It's trying to fill stuff in. I have scored the top, if you see that line I've cut, and that is to allow the ceiling to fit above it. And then I'm going to use fabric to cover the whole thing, and then I'm also going to use fabric in a piece that goes across the entire headliner between them, which you'll see at the end. Let's give it a whirl. Yeah, that's not working. Hold this thing. There you go. A little bit there. Okay. That's that. And then I want this. Looks good. And this one. Maybe a little more off here. Good. Made a complete mess. I think I first saw it on AVC that when you do these blobs, you do it once, then you take it all apart and do it again. I actually did this one, then I did the second one, which came out much better, and now I'm going to redo the first one because I did horribly, especially in here. Let's rip it off. Hopefully it'll come off. This is actually the first blob that I tried covering, and I ended up doing the second one. It was a lot better, so I actually went back to this one and took it apart and redid it. I highly recommend that you follow AVC's wisdom, and after you do one of these, just tear it off and do it again, because it'll come out better. It's important to stretch the cloth. So you start at the top and then you just stretch it out as you pull it over it. That's the best way to do this. I'm just temporarily putting thumbtacks in the cloth on the seam side until the contact cement completely dries and it hardens. I think it looks better than the last one, which is always the goal. All right, there we go. Later, I added Velcro to the back of these to help them stick against the wall, since I didn't put the plastic plugs back. So I'm not doing it yet, but later on I'm going to create a cross piece between the two foam blobs so it'll kind of connect it all together. You can hear the sounds of Velcro that I've put behind it in order to stick it in. I actually redid the right one, so I'm not even going to show it because I pulled all the cloth off and redid it. You have to visualize it. It's very wrinkled on the right. That's the first one I did. A guy on AVC channel basically says, do this once, rip it apart, and do it again. And I might still do that. I don't know, I have a lot more material. Anyways, the idea here is I'm going to take a wood header across here that I will either leave as stained dark wood, possibly to match the ceiling, or alternatively, I will cover it in fabric to basically bring this together. And actually what I can do is I can put a little tension on that when I put it in if I want to put a little more pressure there. Or maybe not, I don't know. And that's how I'm going to cover all these seams and then provide a place for the ceiling to fit into and make it look pretty.